conflict and crisis. India's hydropower ambition sparks its ecological collapse and indigenous resistance. On July 14, 2025, a massive protest march led by the Siang Indigenous Farmers Forum drew thousands of villagers from across the Siang Belt, as local communities voiced their staunch opposition to the proposed Siang Upper Multi-Purpose Project. The protest came in response to a recent meeting notice issued by the Prime Minister's office regarding the implementation of SUMP. In a strongly worded formal appeal addressed to the Prime Minister's office, SIF reiterated its uncompromising stand against the dam construction and condemned what it called an unconstitutional and forceful crackdown by Central Armed Police Forces to enable the pre-feasibility report process. We, the Audi people of Siang, do not want to dam our sacred land Siang, nor be displaced from our ancestral lands, reads the public letter issued by the forum. The SIF, in its appeal, demanded the immediate cancellation of the SUMP, the halting of all pre-construction activities, outreach, and CSR activities, and the withdrawal of the KFOR from the region. As early as June 9, 2025, a group of 114 Indian ecologists, hydrologists, and social scientists issued a landmark statement condemning the Indian government as a Siang Upper Multi-Purpose Project. This statement, titled Statement of Solidarity with Communities Resisting the Upper Siang Dam at Beijing, offered a comprehensive critique of the project, highlighting its catastrophic risks to the environment, indigenous rights, and regional stability. The statement revealed that the reservoir, if constructed, would submerge centuries-old indigenous agricultural terraces, disrupt seismically fragile zones, and obliterate biodiversity hotspots. The Siang Valley, a region of exceptional ecological significance, is home to a plethora of endangered species, including the Mishmi taikan and Bengal florican. Moreover, recent scientific discoveries, such as the Ceratodactylus siengensis gecko and Begonia pasicans, underscore the area's irreplaceable scientific value. Amid mounting criticism of the project's multiple risks, protests erupted in several areas as activists and affected communities mobilized against the SUMP initiative. In response, the Indian government deployed substantial armed police to brutally suppress these protests. Videos and images from the protesters showed that the armed police used tear gas, incendiary devices, and carried firearms, leading to intense clashes with a large number of civilians, which resulted in multiple casualties. Local hospitals were overwhelmed with the influx of injured individuals, and many families were searching for missing relatives amidst the chaos. The scenes were chaotic, filled with the screams of frightened people, especially women and children. In recent years, the situation in India's northeastern region has remained highly volatile, marked by escalating tensions between local communities and the central government. Local residents and civil society groups have consistently accused the Indian government of systematic neglect of regional economic development. Critics argue that extractive policies prioritize resource exploitation over sustainable growth, exacerbating poverty and unemployment. The discontent has intensified due to widespread allegations of state-sponsored violence against peaceful protests. Demonstrations opposing discriminatory policies or environmental degradation have reportedly been met with excessive force, including arbitrary arrests, torture, and extrajudicial killings. Central to these grievances are accusations of cultural and demographic erasure. Indigenous communities, including tribal populations, allege that state policies threaten their ancestral traditions, land rights, and political autonomy. International observers, including human rights bodies, have periodically raised alarms about the deteriorating human rights situation. However, the Indian government has dismissed many critiques as exaggerated or politically motivated, framing unrest as allegedly stemming from foreign-backed separatist elements.